You don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other. And if you got tomorrow, then you still got time.
Well, if there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. And in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others, another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. Here's DeAndre Carter with the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They're led out by the Colorado and Jackson State products. It's Shedeur Sanders.
Kate, I don't think any of us will forget the 2025 NFL Draft and the story that was Shedeur Sanders. But the key for him in his NFL career, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. And he's got to use his wealth of experience as a change maker, a difference maker, to take this opportunity and run with it in Cleveland.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? Liking 18. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Another one for Judkins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On target here to Njoku. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Ready, ready.
Handoff now to Judkins. He's going to have this one down to the 28. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Ready?
Play action, Sanders. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
He gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Let's go.
It's Sanders out of the pistol. Has it down close. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? It sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Ready?
Kevin Stefanski with faith in this offense. They're going for 2.
Here we go. Here we
Browns
go.
will line up for the
6
two-point
the Eagle.
conversion.
6 the Eagle. And that.
Flying for it on the ground. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. Well, really a dream start at home for this team. They add on the 2-point try, and they are quickly up 8-0.
So much game left, but they trusted that even if the conversion failed, they can make up those points over the course of the game. But even more than that, Kate, what they've done...
Oh, baby, he gets rocked, and the ball is out. Oh, man, lucky break there. He falls on it himself. We nearly saw their problems really start to snowball following that touchdown.
You could feel, even up at the booth, a full-on panic there for just a moment. But he did make sure it never overwhelmed him. He picks the ball back up. May have cost him some yards. Didn't cost them the possession.
Play action now with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Going to the ground again on first. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Lamar now from the gun. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. The Browns on top early. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Browns with the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? 19.
They go play action for Sanders. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Come on. Ready?
Throwing again here, Sanders. A little bit of screen pass for Judkins. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. The Browns are lined up to punt. Across the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. The drive begins with Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
So 1st down from the 41. Pistol snap to Jackson. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the pistol, Henry. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and goal, Baltimore.
Lamar back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens earn the chance to tie before halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Fights his way through a tackle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. To the air on 1st down. Sanders fits it through the middle. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. That goes for 32 yards. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
One of those situations that I really can't critique the defense call at all. I mean, the X's and O's were everything you want, but unfortunately the Jimmies and Joes in double coverage of that tight end couldn't get it done.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they were quick. So this is Andre Schmidt to attempt this Browns field goal. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. Field goal unit out there on 2nd down as they try for 3 here before halftime. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Schmidt connects. That'll push their lead to 4.
You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here comes the final play of our 1st half. Throwing here just before halftime. Buying some time right. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hughes.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here no doubt made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. And here is Schmidt to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Right down the middle of Henry. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Lamar off the play fake. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Jackson now on 3rd. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
The Browns getting their offense out there. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Now start on the ground. It's 4. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Throwing now off the play action. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
Still 2nd down.
On the set.
They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Running it after the penalty. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Going long here for Sanders. Tillman down the field, and he's got it. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They'll go play action. Connects on the crosser. He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Ready, let's go.
It's Sampson running out of the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stop space for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Alvin Manajoku left side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender recovers.
And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's Browns ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Another one for 4. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go. Ready.
Second down run by 4. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. It's Ford on 3rd. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Get it. Let go.
Here's Ford. There's some defensive initiative in that goal to go. Brock, they take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready. 18 card.
The throw now is Sanders. Setting up the running back screen. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Ready. Let's go.
3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Intended for number 16.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
This is a big moment, Brock. Here comes Andre Schmidt. A very short kick here from the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. Ali to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. We see the Ravens making their way out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Play fake, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
4 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and
11. He's back to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 1st down from the 42.
Baltimore, 1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Baltimore.
Receiver in motion, going left. We give here to the motion man. Get some space around midfield. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. We've set it down from the 37. Hand off for Hill. He's running right. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. We go right back to Hill. He'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did and injured Brown, and they're tending to him now. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Hill again. He's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Offense up to the line fast.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Baltimore.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Carter on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon.
Ready.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Left. Ready.
Ford straight ahead. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Get
8
it.
at the 28-yard line.
Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line.
And the Browns, 1st down.
He'll look to throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46.
Back to throw. And this one's not going to connect. It's knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. Now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Now Jackson off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw it. Headed out right. Making the call himself. Jackson loses the ball. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Whew, close call there. Now hold on, everyone. There's a Browns player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Play action. Here's Jackson. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Play action now with Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Throwing now. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Defense defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Starts his return from the 23. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first.
Ready, set,
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
go!
Back to work after throwing the pick. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Working quickly here. Staying on the ground with Ford. And he'll give it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Going to the ground again on first. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready,
Give up the middle to Ford. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 7-yard gain. That's good.
1st and 10. Here's Ford. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a curious call there, Kate, because the passing game, it's not worked real well for them in regulation, and that operation, that wasn't good enough either.
Offense looking at 3rd and 8 here, and this is a tough one to continue this opening drive of OT.
ready,
They'll throw 3rd and long. Well, it's fired that one, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Biggest play of OT, the offense is going for it.
let's go,
Sanders going to throw on fourth. And this one's incomplete. That could be the shift, Brock, that decides this game. They turn it over on downs to begin overtime.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Handoff headed right. It's Hill. Kicks this one outside. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. They'll run here with Henry. And this is over. He takes it in, and that wins it in overtime. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.